How's it going, guys? It's Tavari, aka Flare Unique, and today we're coming back with another Resident Evil Resistance build. I've been dying to share this one with you guys because it is one of my most successful builds to this point with Annette, with any of my masterminds actually. I've tested this in about 30 matches so far, and one team beat me. And if you play on PC, you know who Cinder and his teams are, so yes, that SWAT team beat me, but all other SWAT teams have failed. I did actually test it against a lot of them, but we'll get more into that. If you end up liking the video, be sure that you hit the like button. It'll help out the channel a lot with discovery and everything, so be sure that you do hit that if you really like it, okay? And if you're not aware, I do a lot of game-related videos, guides, and reaction content here on this channel, so if that's your bag, be sure that you hit the subscribe button. Let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with the skills. All right, so to begin, we're using what we always use with with Birkin. We're going to bring Fury so that we can reduce the cooldown on being able to bring him back if we have to get rid of him early. Say you're chasing down some survivors and it's not a good idea, or you're just in a bad position, you dropped him in and you're not really making the best use of him, drop him back out. You can get the refund on the time not spent so that you can call him in earlier at a time that's more convenient for you using that refunded time. All right, so we're gonna use the buffs genetic mutation because that will enhance every buff that we put on the creatures. Now, this is something that I pretty much always stick to with her. There are new skills, they are valuable, but for this build, we're gonna be using this one. You'll see why as we get into the gameplay and we start using it. And for the zombie apocalypse skill, we're going to be using creature efficiency. We're going to lower the cost of the creature cards. And this is, once again, it's going to be a creature build, and we need them to cost a lot less. Once again, you'll see why. It'll all make sense when we get to the deck. For the enhanced mastermind skills, we're going to be using the Berserker, Aura, Zombie. And finally, if your survivors happen to reach the third stage, yes, we want the concentrated enhancer. This makes a big difference when you get to the capacity where you can call out up to 12 creatures. So keep this on hand, don't use anything else. And so here in the equipment, what we are using is Resilient Skin 3, Resilient Skin 2, because we need our zombies to not die in 2 hits. So yes, this will help them be a little more firm. They're not going to be the toughest, but it makes an impact. You will see it makes an impact, and it keeps them busy while you prepare for them. Maybe even in the same spot, maybe ahead of them, wherever you're going to be. It does help out a lot. And we're bringing Fresh Blood 3 because we want our zombies to be more active in grabbing the survivors rather than standing around. Oh, just standing around. And we're bringing the Viral Canister 2 because we could not bring 3. It's just a point or 2 shy, but this will help with the infection rate. Now, let's go onto the deck, and all of this put together is going to make a lot more sense. This is the deck that I'm using here. As you can see, we have the Jester, we have the creature, we have the creature, we have the regular zombie, we have the crawling zombie, we have the dog, we have the partially armored zombie, infectious zombie, regular infectious zombie, and 2 regular zombies to be called out at once. If you notice here, I'm not bringing a liquor. I usually have a liquor in my deck, but I think all of my stages are set up with a liquor somewhere preset in the map. That's the only liquor we're using. You don't need it. Stick to this. Don't add a liquor. Notice that all of these are low cost, and if the survivors kill them, they're not worth that much time. We're not bringing the tough zombies specifically for that. The only tough zombie that we have is one that's very beneficial to us because he spreads his effects to the other creatures. Notice that we don't have the Berserk for the cameras, for the vapors, because that zombie is going to give that off to the rest of the creatures that are around him. Now, yes, that does not count for every room, but you'll be able to spawn him and all of these creatures very quickly, very often. So as we are bringing vapors, we're bringing regen, and we're bringing the infection. In all of these zombies that you'll be able to pull out, these are the 2 most effective that you can pull. I did try it with Berserker in place of the regen, No, this was way better. This held them up longer and made survivors waste more resources, much more constant. So keep that one on hand. And then of course you don't want to replace the infection, because you need to infect you need these creatures to be infectious around the survivors as much as possible. So they have to spend their money on blue herbs, they have to spend their money on healing, they have to spend their money on new ammo and stuff like that. It's way too much for them to work with. Another thing that we're bringing with us is the efficiency mod for creatures to drop down the cost even more for creatures. So you can see where we're going with this. Spam med is back. They can't keep up with the amount of creatures that you can continually put in front of them. Sure, they can do it on the first stage sometimes, but the second stage, you get up to 10 creatures. So that makes it a lot harder for them to stay focused, especially when you're constantly staying on them. You're gonna see that I don't have to be as hands-on as I was in some of my previous builds. Like, these zombies will take care of themselves because of fresh blood. And the infection will keep the survivors busy as well. Let's go ahead and let's get into the actual game now. I'm gonna show you a few matches and we'll see how these survivors hold up. With any luck, maybe we'll run into Cinder. All right, Annette, for the research facility. Okay, I have a liquor preset in this, so let's go ahead and do that. Our hopes are that we actually end up getting the efficiency mod early in, like as soon as we get in, so that we can start keeping them busy from the very beginning of the level. Do beware that you should be connected to a server that is close to you, so that you have a low chance of people lagging out of the match. Then again, there are times where the client just can't handle what's going on, so a survivor might still lag out. Do be aware, spamming creatures, they have not found a way, I guess, for the AI to work efficiently at all times when doing this for everyone. Trying to relay all that information, sometimes they just lag out. Hopefully we won't have any of that. Okay. Let's go.
I cannot let you live. The work must end here.
All right, we're not starting with it, but we have some low cost and no cost cards. Let's hope that one of these gets it into the deck. No. Let's do the armor then. Shut that light off. I think they're on their way. Let's go ahead and start this. Okay. They're getting grabbed already. Let's get that infection started and start putting some more creatures out. Alright. Let's get into here. Now, it's going to seem like you're giving them a lot of time, but believe me, everything that you're doing will pay off eventually. Whether it's on the second stage or the third, all that they'll have to do to undo what you've done is going to be a big tax on their resources. Keep at it, keep at it. You guys are doing great, you're doing great. Infection started. We got infection on quite a few of them already. Let's get these regenerating. Alright, how many creatures? We have 2 creatures still remaining. We're gonna throw some more up to keep them busy.
I cannot sit idly by while you attempt
If they go off and they start trying to do a Jill, I'm gonna speed run you. That's fine. Don't worry about the speed runners. They will still get caught in their good due time. Especially with you having something to grab them more often. Alright, let's get one.
Your continued efforts only place humanity in greater danger.
They're all sticking together. Perfect. Let's get one more at the door here. And infection. Turn off these lights. You see, these creatures will do their job. When you make them smart, they'll do their job. And you only have to be there every now and then to help. See? Take her down. And now they're going to have to come save her. And they're currently fighting what I left in that room. And 2 creatures down. If you look down in the bottom right corner, actually, I'm kind of blocking it so you won't be able to see it, but can we? I can't. But The creature cost is constantly going to be available. I'll move for the next match so that you guys can see the creature count as well while I'm working with this.
Do not expect me to simply watch you escape.
But the you can keep note of how many creatures you have out so that you don't overload and start making some of them despawn.
I had been prepared for more resistance.
All right, another person just got dropped. Like, you don't have to be too interactive with this. You just have to make sure you keep them busy. All right, let's keep them healing. We're still at 8 out of 8, so we're good. Okay, we just dropped one, so we can drop another. We lost a zombie, we'll drop one in. Oh, we lost another zombie, we'll drop another one in. Keeps them busy all the time. And you see, it pays off. It is that easy for this build.
Time takes all we love away from us.
Even a coordinated team will have a hard time dealing with you throwing stuff out to constantly keep them busy. So I'm going to actually move myself further into the corner so that you guys will be able to see the creature count. All right, so if I'm sitting over here, you guys should be able to see the max cost for the creatures. Oh, on this side, right here. And notice that every time I see that they've killed a creature and I have availability to put one, I'm generally, with the build that we have going on, with it being so low cost, I'm generally going to have enough energy to throw another zombie in. So we will keep them busy from beginning to the end of the stage, all the time, every time. Let's go to the casino this time. I'm glad that it is working and nobody is cutting out, nobody is getting lagged out. Let's go ahead and jump into the next match. All right. Let's see what they can do. We're gonna, if we get the, no, I think either way, we're just gonna start throwing creatures in from the beginning. Like I said, we want to keep them busy from the beginning to the end of the match.
This isn't personal.
So let's go ahead, lights out.
I need to expunge your
Throw
existence.
in zombie here around the corner, throw in one here, throw in two here, throw in one on the ground, and right around that corner, poison. So I'm gonna turn on those lights. Yeah, there you go.
Activating that.
All right, so when you hover over a creature, you see that 7 out of 8, you know how many creatures you have, so you can drop another one without despawning your others. So now I have 4 out of 8. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting another creature over here to get ready for where they're going.
I cannot sit idly by.
3 out of 8, we'll go ahead and put another one. We're going to keep you guys very busy. 5. All right, let's get this room ready. Let's start locking the door just to hold them for a sec.
I do not think you will be using this room.
And we're gonna put 2 creatures in front of this door. Since we're at 6 out of 8, we won't despawn our liquor. Lights out. Okay, good, good, good. And infection for all creatures. Now he's been sitting in here, so he should have all the buffs already. She's gonna try and speed run this room. She's gonna run into a roadblock right here. And we know we can put up another creature because her friends are doing it the others. Healing. Get regen going. Don't worry about her. She's not gonna be as big of a problem as she wants to be.
Your continued efforts only place humanity in greater danger.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of friends coming for you. Alright, we're good with her. Lock this door again and she'll deal with them on the way out. Let's get this side ready. Our friends will have to go pick her up, and we're gonna set up another. How many creatures? Oh, we can only set up 2 more. She's got a whole bunch of them in there with her. So let's keep her entertained. Keep them entertained at the door. All right, lock him in there with her. Now he can deal with all these on his own. Let's assist the creature in picking him off. All right, wait for it. And, oh, damn, he went over. Yeah, there we go. All right, she is down. Now they have to deal with all this. Blind them. Shut this door. Speed running is not a problem. If they decide they're going to run off, they're going to run into a problem with you. So let them speed run if that's what they want to do. 2 outside of this door, and we still can spawn 2 more without hitting the capacity. Lights out. And give infection. And heal him. They will grab him if he tries to run past them. Come on. There. Up. Well, those two failed their job. They had one job to do, and they failed it. Shut this door. We have 2 out of 8, so we can definitely put way more creatures down. Here, infecting. Lights out. Oh, she's got her gun out. Alright, we'll assist. Oh, never mind. He's doing the job. Alright, we have enough. Let's put some more down. Help them. And get some... Oh, can we? Can we? Oh, no. They want to go to second stage. This works. We can do this. Let's let them go to second stage then. 2 minutes and 36 seconds. That's not enough time to deal with what I'm going to throw at them. I'll be surprised if they make it through this. I will be astonished. I probably should not spawn too quickly. I don't want them to lag or anything like that. Okay, we still have one more we can put down, but we need to start getting the infection on these guys. And then we need to get the regen because they will die otherwise, as they're already doing it. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Let's put you out here. Oh, he's all the way in the back too. We're gonna keep him busy.
Even as you fight, your end draws closer.
Not the time that I want to throw Birkin in yet. But there goes Jill, and she's off. That's fine. Let her go. She's gonna run into my lickers on the other side, and they're already buffed too.
Each step they take brings you closer
And
to
we're
death.
gonna start preparing for the Val, running off on her own. When they split up like that, it does them a huge disservice because if I Birkin, like I'm about to do, I can kill her.
I found a locked door. This is for that time you forgot my birthday, William.
And now they have to rush everything to get over here to save her. So hope for them that they have some kind of grenade to stop this. But those zombies are going to make for a fun challenge along the way. Alright, that's good. We're done. We don't need to do anything more with Birkin. Let's just scare them off, actually. Let's get them away from here. Or actually, I mean, let's see if we can go for a grab. Why not? Alrighty. Now run. Don't stay here and fight me. I'm much bigger than you. Much bigger. Okay. I'm not gonna chase him down. It's wasting precious time. He can go pick his friend up. But we're gonna make it a challenge. Grab him early. Grab him early. No? That's fine. Into this room. Lock the door. And we still have 2 more we can spawn in safely. Put you in front of the door. Regen. Infection. Alright. And we got that mod solidifies our win. There is no way they're getting around us now. They can put in all the work they want to, but I'll be able to outspawn them in this match. Y'all better do something. Okay, they got it. But they've still got a big problem here. Lock that door, because y'all staying here for a little bit. Want to go for that? Let's get something new for you. I got more. Who has the key? It's him. Okay, so we're going to stay on Tyrone since he has the key.
See what you made me unleash.
We're going to get a back
I will have to eliminate it.
grab. Oh, well, never mind. We're just going to scratch him up a little. There we go. There's a back grab.
Imagine you can make it out in time.
Now, we gotta pick him up. It's over. That's it. There's no way out of this part. Wait. Oh, okay. No. That's it.
No more time. And
They put up a good fight.
Has come.
So hopefully you were able to see this time over here, there was a counter for every creature that I have available and how many I've already put in and they're active. So If you've done a preset map, be sure that you don't overspawn, because if you put too many in, the creatures that you already had on your map that you were probably relying on are gonna spawn out. So be careful of hitting over that limit. You can only have so many at one time. It increases by 2 every stage that you guys go on. All right, let's throw in one more match. All right, casino for the final match. Let's go. Preset with the liquor already in it. Yeah, we're gonna keep everything as is and make sure we have the right deck. Okay. All right. Now, I have a key set off on its own. I don't think I'm gonna work too much to protect that. I generally want to protect the area with the 2 keys. And hopefully we get the efficiency mod at the beginning so that we can start getting on top of them quickly in the very beginning of the match.
This isn't personal.
All right, lights out.
I simply need to expand.
Let's use our no-cost zombie in hopes to get the mod. No, let's use the lowest cost cards. There we go. Now let's get in business. And we can spawn 2 more before we hit the limit. All right, there we go. Lights out. Oh, they're starting off with Molotovs.
Not lethal by
Keep these
itself,
alive.
but it should buy me some
We are
time.
going to keep you guys busy. And there we go, infection. Oh, he's going right through. No. Give us a second, we're not ready. He is really on top of it on his own. See, this is the one that's going to do the speed running. But he's going to run into an issue because I'm here with you. And I've seen this done plenty of times. It's nothing new. Now you'll deal with these
I cannot sit
while your
idly
friends
by
deal with the
while
others.
it comes to that.
How do you deal with all of this? How do you do it? And as soon as one of them drops a zombie, I'm gonna drop another one in on him. There we go. I see that he's trying to handle his infection pretty well. We're gonna go ahead and start stacking up on this side. Let her get to the door first. There we go. Lock that door. Let's get it ready. Stage 1 isn't your biggest standoff, but it's still somewhere where you can do some damage. Alright, and 2 of them right down this path. Oh, come on. I hate that. Don't want to spawn them in that way. Alright. Infection. Perfect. They're still doing their job. Let's see all those bites going off. They're very reliable with the fresh blood. And we're going to assist here.
I'm a researcher.
Get that grab on him.
Tier of stinking corpses.
Alrighty.
Forcing my hand.
And let's help and get another grab on him. I'm not going to let you just run by us, sir. We got to do what we can. They make it to stage 2, they're going to have very big problems here.
That is the most
I saw that too.
right.
Not where it can be a little bit annoying, but it's still not a problem for this build. Generally, you're staying ahead of them. Alright. They're still dealing with those creatures.
This will be your end.
Wait, did they forget? They forgot a key. They still haven't gotten the last one. They still gotta go get that last
Your
key.
continued efforts. There is so much more I must do.
Ooh,
But thank you.
I didn't even realize that. He went off and took them in one direction, and they were so busy they went in to try and save him and go after him.
Plans.
It put them out. I thought they were about to make it to stage 2.
This went as I predicted.
So there's the build. Like I said, it's very low cost, very efficient, and it allows you to stop those speed runners as well. So be sure that you really utilize your presets on your map, and remember that this build does not have liquors included, so that if you want a liquor, you can put it in on your preset on your map. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a lot of fun using this build. I really love it. I hope that I get to challenge Cinder again with it, and I hope you guys get to take out some SWAT teams with it. If you guys ended up liking the video, be sure that you hit the like button. It'll help out my channel greatly. And for more game-related videos, guides, and reaction content, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well. As always, stay safe, be bright, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.